Hi, and a huge welcome to the Sovereign Free Life podcast. And I have the honor to be here with Karolyn Zinetti. She is in Australia, and you have been doing this for a long time now. You have so much experience. You have helped so many others to grow in their business and grow into leadership. And you are a naturopath from the beginning, also passionate about the nervous system, about finding your way to come into flow and to receive. And yeah, I've just gotten to know you in the international community as such a loving soul and so passionate about what you're doing, about the water, and about helping other people. So huge welcome, Carolyn. Would love to hear like where you started this out and where you come from and a bit about your story so people can get to know you.
Thank you so much, Maneka. I love our connection. I just love our community. We just meet people from all over the globe and become best friends and cheer each other on and collaborate. And that's what I'm here for. I have a colorful background. I'm a naturopath and I have been sharing the hydrogen-rich water and our incredible online business model for many years, since 2015, but 2018 is when we actually rocked it. And um, I'll share a bit of the start of my journey. So I just drank the water for a couple of years, um, just because I'm into health and I know that health is our greatest wealth. And then, um, and then, uh, I was working as a naturopath. So I've been an entrepreneur since 2016, and I was doing one-on-one consults and I was just burnt out. I was exhausted. I was exchanging my time and energy for money. But like so many solo entrepreneurs, I had to do everything. I had to rock sales calls, do marketing to get clients. I had to do the wellness presentation, events, as well as the consults. So I just knew there had to be a better way for me to impact more people all over the globe and fully live my mission and be in abundance, right? And so I'm so grateful. January 2018 and December 2017, I was doing my reflections and my intentions. So I wrote out and took radical responsibility for where I was at. And I was like, you know what? This isn't what I'm calling in for the new year. I want to be able to travel the world, be able to do what lights me up, be able to have abundance to study and travel and all the things. And then January 2018, I went all in this online business, and because we'd all up leveled, instead of doing in-person wellness presentations, we did webinars and masterclasses and really shared the solution that we have here for a sustainable online business. And so yeah, that month I had a 5-figure month. Within 90 days, I was able to move to Bali, Indonesia. So, and in that time, I had to do things for the first time. Like I got to show up on socials. I got to do my first Facebook Live, got to follow up, invite people to watch a masterclass, do my first Facebook ad. So we all have to start somewhere, right? And then, in March 2018, I moved to Bali, Indonesia, and then I started having the time of my life, living the dream over there. I signed up to study coaching, and because that was my dream, I had time, I had money, and I was like, what do I really want to do? And so May 2018, I made more that month than I did the whole year previous. So that was a really pivotal moment. You know, I quantum leaped
Mm.
because I had an online business. And so that meant that I got all these private messages asking me, what are you doing? How are you doing it?
Mm.
So it was incredible. And then I made more the next month sharing with others how I'd done this. And
Mm.
so then, because again, it's never, this is what I want people to get. We sell wellness products that are incredible, and we can go into some of that too. But I got to live my ultimate vision. I got to have freedom. I got to live a life by design. I remember I was in Ubud doing a meditation retreat, and I made my first $10,000 day cash received. And then I was able to pay cash, booking a flight, international flight all over the globe to go to events. And then I was able to host my own seminars, my own event in Perth, flew in guest speakers, had 100 people in the room, put on a boat party. Like, I was just living the dream, like we cast our vision and then we show up as the leader ready to create it. So this vehicle was a catalyst for me to really step into, what do I truly desire? And to say yes to that. And I'm so proud of who I've become. I've had many highs and lows over the journey, and yeah, being able to travel, have fun, invest in studying. So since being in this incredible online business, I've gone on to study coaching to learn boundaries and needs, emotions, actually have self-worth, actually have a healthy relationship with money. But then during 2020, the Great Awakening, I went on to study breath work and somatics and biology of trauma. And really, that's when I discovered the deep connection with the nervous system because of my own experience, right?
Mm.
And
Mm.
so, yeah, that's been priceless to be able to do what I love and have this wisdom now to be able to help others on a deeper level to create that safety in their nervous system, and then be able to feel safe to receive their desires, the wealth, the intimacy, the pleasure, the joy, because of daily somatic practices, breath work. We're building that connection with ourself. And so I now bring both my passions together of the online business to support women to trust themselves and live their vision and do what lights them up. And also the nervous system piece for the sustainability, for the longevity, for
Mm.
the receiving from ease and overflow, instead of being in the do, masculine, go, 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 work hard. We have now got a business model which allows us to be in our body, lead
Mm.
with a feminine, rest during our feminine cycle. And so even on this journey, I started the journey like just hustling to get out of debt, just wanting to make money to be able to pay for things. And then because I moved out of survival mode into more parasympathetic, I was able to be an expansion of what truly lights me up.
Mm.
And that's
Mm.
what I want your listeners and other men and women around the globe to really tune in with themselves and what matters to them, and see this as a vehicle to unlock that.
Mm.
And that's what lights me up. Now I'm, living in the Gold Coast, got many of our community around us. I've been able to take 6 months off business, travel Australia in my new car, really ask myself what matters. And
Mm.
that was what mattered at the time. I took some time off for healing from a relationship. So see how like I've created wealth, I've done my passions, and then I've been able to also pause and leverage the passive wealth coming in to be able to rest and heal. So I'm
Mm.
so grateful for the many diverse benefits.
Mm.
And
Mm.
now, yeah, on a mission the next 90 days, and the impact that we get to help others create, seeing so many of my team traveling Australia with their kids, homeschooling, thriving in all areas. Like, it's so incredible.
Hmm.
Love
Oh,
it.
wow.
I
You
could
did
talk all
so
day,
much
so
good. Yeah, of course. And I think like just to be transparent and honest, I know there are like challenges on the way. And then, like you said, I was also
so
like
many.
surprised about the inner development that you have to go through in a way. Like I would, it kind of, it's better than any kind of self-development work you can ever do because it's real. It's like your life. And
Yeah.
and you have,
And
like you
you only
said, you
get
have to
results.
ask yourself,
Yeah.
like, what do you really want? What are you really here for? How can I, like, I asked, like, how can I really create this sovereign free life, this life of where I am in charge, where I can have actually live life on my terms and do the things that I love. And that can be so unique, but a lot of people don't even ask that question,
Oh,
you know? They're just in that, like you said, going from the stressful life. Like I was like a mother, I was a teacher, we had a transport company, I had 3 kids at home. I still managed to build this like in the pockets of my time. But it's
so incredible.
and so it means like, oh yeah, if I could do that, anyone can. Like you can definitely do it. But I think it's that dedication that you're describing that you've had as well, like to do the inner work, to ask those questions, to like
Mm.
go through the challenges. Like, could you speak about that transition and also
Yes,
the challenges on the way? Because I think that
a
that's
hundred
also going
percent.
on in a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah. And why do you think I started studying coaching? Because I wanted to help others get results. And I also had to go through my own self-doubt, building that self-belief, building that courage by taking action, by being in the arena and getting knocked down. That's
Mm.
why I believe I'm an incredible leader, and I know I am because of how resilient I've become. So some things that have happened is I've poured love, energy, time to build up team for them to own their power, their leadership, and then they've quit just before they go 6A or just before they make, um,
Mm.
get a
Come into
bonus
the
and the
leadership.
results.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
And then also, something I've dealt with internally is the comparison. I've literally put in 10 times as many sales as many, many people, but then they can get a couple of people that have experience or already have a network and they just crush it. And I'm like, I've had to sit with like, when is it my turn? Like when is it going to get easier? And the best thing is it gets easier when you get better. And that's taking self-responsibility, owning our power, not giving our power away by
Mm.
literally leading by example and investing in ourselves. I have invested close to $1 million in my education,
Mm.
um, being a health science degree and then all my mentors and all the other qualifications because I'm passionate about learning and growth. But I had to up level sales. Sales is one of the best investments that we can do as a business owner. Selling is service. So because I learned personal mindset and psychology in coaching, I can call people forward into their greatness to choose themselves and
Mm.
call them forward on their bullshit objections, to trust themselves.
Mm.
No, nothing's guaranteed here, but if you back yourself, we've already got the proven success formula. People are crushing it, making millions all over the globe. Sales are through the roof and going up over the years. So we have a success formula. The only difference is us and our experience. So what are we willing to do and who are we willing to become? And that means showing up again and again and holding your vision, letting your vision pull you and acknowledging where you're at and being with the tension of where you're at. You know,
Mm,
even right now, I want to be further ahead. It's okay. I get to be at peace with where I am, acknowledge, reflect on who I've become and what's went well, and how I can improve, and then up level my skill set, or also outsource for help. You know, get a VA. I've upskilled sales, marketing, speaking, leadership, mindset, embodiment, the somatics, nervous system piece, because I would make a lot of money, but I wouldn't keep it. I wouldn't hold it. And that is an anxious attachment style in my nervous system that relates to my relationship with myself, with money, with men, with team, with business. It's all comes back to creating safety and security in ourselves, in our nervous system. And so this is how we can create that beautiful, nurturing relationship within, to be able to call in and hold the success that we desire. Because we might want it consciously, but unconsciously, our body's like, fuck, I can't handle it. Or
mm,
overwhelm, right? Overwhelm is a nervous system response. Procrastination, it's a nervous system response. So if we want a different outcome, we got to look within, we got to look at our nervous system. And I believe our nervous system creates our thoughts as well. Like your body holds our emotions, energy and
mm,
motion. And then when we're able to move those emotions with breath work, movement, sound, body work,
mm,
somatics, etc., we're able to be lighter and free
mm,
and feel and heal the suppressed, trapped emotions in our body, which then changes our thoughts, because it's the body emotions that are running our thoughts and our mindsets. So it's all linked, top down, bottom up.
mm,
And I just love that this vehicle has led me to look within, take radical ownership of my life, my business, my relationships, my health, and know nothing changes if nothing changes. And who, you
mm,
know, what am I devoted to?
mm.
And so I hold my clear vision and I take daily aligned action towards it. And I also acknowledge every day what went well. How can I improve? So for me, I go to nature every morning. My favorite thing is get out of the house, go to the beach, have the sun, the beach, and that's like my happy place. And then, yeah, and
Mm,
then
mm,
have our hydrogen rich water, um, the greens with all the nutrients in them. I have that every morning. And then, yeah, I have so many
mm.
morning practices to, you know, be in a state which is
Mm,
our creative energy. And for
yeah.
me, the best thing is some breath work, movement, sunlight, the
Mm,
water,
mm,
and and after we breathe, we say, what does our inner guidance want us to know right now? And we're
mm.
able to create from that inner knowing, from getting the downloads and just putting it out.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm excited for more of that, to step
Mm,
in, for me to go
mm,
to the next level with my content creation, with my
mm,
devotion to my mission, my message. I'm really here to support women to rise, women to trust themselves, feel safe in their body to receive wealth from that relaxed, nourished nervous system,
mm,
and be able to then circulate it and invest in themselves, invest in others, live a healthier lifestyle, have beautiful land, you know, collaborate, have beautiful breathwork, dance, embodiment experiences, serve, and have more fun, you
yeah.
know? Yeah, I'm just so excited.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, it's so beautiful to hear. I mean, Carol, that's such a beautiful, vision that you have and mission. And I think, like I usually say, like I see so many similarities between us. I worked as a coach for like 10 years and had my coaching business. And also this, just when you see this flowering happen in other people, it just brings so much joy. It's like, in a way, I grew up quite well, quite wealthy, you know, in Sweden. And I think a lot of people also that have maybe done their career, they have like done all the stuff, you know, and then there's still this kind of emptiness. But then what? Like, what do, like, I think after that comes like this desire to really make an impact, like make a difference in people's life. And then also to like expand your vision. Like, how can I expand my life in a way that I didn't even dream of? Like, how big can you dare to think? And
Mm.
um and I think it's so important, like you say, to take that self-responsibility of your nervous system and of, I mean, I worked as a coach for so long because I felt like that's where it all starts, you know, being aware of yourself and your choices and your decisions. And a lot of people just run on autopilot instead of like stopping and like, well, wait
Mm.
a minute, like, where am I really going? What is this about actually?
Yeah.
And yeah, I'd like to hear more about that, about your vision. Like, what if you
Yeah.
would expand that vision like 10 times 10? Like, would that be for you? Where do you feel that you're heading
Yeah.
with this?
Yeah. So, firstly, what's always driven me is to be a mum. Like to be able to be a stay-at-home present mum that is in abundance, where I'm able to give my children everything, and also where the guy doesn't have to be out working long hours as well. So that was always my why for partnering with an online business model that has leverage to
Hmm.
set myself up for my future, for my children, which now, next year I unlock six figures passive willable to my children,
Hmm.
generational wealth. That's why I said yes to this vision and this vehicle, because I believe children are our greatest legacy. And then, so my vision is to call in my king, my beautiful partner that has also shared values, shared vision, beautiful soul that loves children as well, loves health, shared values, and are here to impact more people. So my vision is to own land in either both Byron Bay and also down south in Margaret River area, and to be in abundance where we have people come, like an eco village retreat center. So where I serve breath work, we have people come in and serve sound, people doing the gardening together, having bonfires, singing, just living like in a
Hmm.
beautiful nature environment with community, with the village. Like that's my intention, to be so in abundance and overflow where we can help others thrive and in turn be able to have all our needs met, having that safety and security of being able to have that within, and then to be able to have the beautiful land to allow us to come together and be in abundance and thrive with organic food and be able to garden and enjoy the sunshine and just live in that abundance.
Hmm.
And then I have a podcast. My intention is to same with when I started as well as a naturopath. I still want to share, but like you, Maneka, it's through YouTube, it's through social media, it's through LinkedIn and Instagram
Hmm.
all over the globe where I take in the wisdom that I've learned and then I share it in my lens and really serve others,
Hmm.
because I think there's so many factors that have really helped my journey. And I'm here to create leaders, to create courageous leaders that are here to trust themselves and live their vision and invest in themselves. So here to like collaborate, bring in guest speakers. I've run online summits, I've run in-person events, but to be honest, I would love to be in such ease and overflow that that can impact more people because we have the wealth to circulate and
Mm,
allow that.
mm,
So that's what I'm here for, bringing together powerhouse leaders. I've learned from some of the most incredible teachers, and yeah, I really believe we are our greatest investment. And it's
mm,
also,
mm,
fill your cup, get your needs met, and then we can help others and give back more and co-create and
mm,
contribute to a purpose greater than ourselves.
mm.
And my background as well is I used to work for Emirates airline, be a flight attendant many years ago.
Ah,
And I actually used to visit orphanages in Africa, India, Bangladesh, many places. And I would love to be so abundant that I can actually give back and go visit and fund education and play
mm.
and healthy gardens where they live. Like, wouldn't that be the dream?
Oh,
And this is
wow.
what I'm here
Mm,
for, like you, to allow us to have sovereignty and freedom to be able to give back, to be able to put wealth in the hands of good people where we can actually live our vision and not have this little pool of money and we just have to just buy our food and pay our bills and just survive.
mm,
Fuck that.
mm,
I'm here for like love and joy and um reciprocity and
mm,
collaboration where our visions get amplified together. And
mm.
I believe our nervous system capacity and our body is the key to be able to hold our business vision. And yeah, I'm really excited. I'm so
Oh,
excited.
that's so
Mainly, I just
beautiful,
want
Carolyn.
babies. Just babies and then the next chapter.
Oh, so many important, things you share that. And that sounds like a beautiful, beautiful vision. Like I can really see that happening. I can really see that. And we're both like, I think we also met around like we're both in the same kind of really full focus on that legacy income level. Like it's called
Yeah.
602-3 in Enagic. And and it's like it's not that far away. I mean, I worked I studied to be a teacher for like 4 years, and now I'm 5 years into this. And many months I've made like a year's salary as a teacher
Mm.
already.
Mm.
And now then the legacy level, like you say, just that you can actually pass that on through generations. And
Mm.
I haven't seen anything like that. Like
Mm.
what you're talking about, like the eco villages and the helping people, it becomes so real, when you
Mm.
see that if you put in that work and just have that. I think we talked about it before we started the recording. If you have that stubbornness and just like laser focus and like, yeah, I'm going to
Mm.
get there.
Discipline,
What
discipline,
discipline, whatever, if it takes the inner work, like relaxing my nervous system or like, because that will
and
come up.
taking action. Yeah, being
Yeah,
seen. Like,
and then like
yeah.
really following the guidance, taking the action, and we have such great mentors, and we mentor each other, we inspire each other in the team, like we are doing as well. If you're like just able to receive that and do take the steps to do the inner work, the outer work, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the expansion, right? And that's where we are heading right now, which is so amazing to see. So,
Yeah.
and just to round up, because I mean this is a sovereign free podcast, and I think everyone in our like international community are really about sovereignty, meaning like living on your terms, being able to
Yeah.
have, and that then leads to the freedom of actually having choices. But it's still kind of like an abstract word. Like, would really like to ask you what that means for you. What does it mean to
Yes.
that freedom, that like sovereignty, meaning choice, meaning being
Mm.
in, like you said, in contact with the divine within, being able to live that. Yeah,
Mm.
would love to hear some final words about that.
Sure. So I heard of sovereignty first time from Jim Quick at his mindset brain trainer. And that was in Toronto in 2018. I was like, what is sovereignty? And, like even Googled it, and So, what sovereignty means to me is listening to my inner guidance and following my true north, not listening to rules, not doing what I want when I want with who I want, and living from my heart and my soul and saying yes, like one foot in gratitude, one foot in desire, like choosing to move towards my vision and having no limits. I am limitless. That's my company name,
Oh,
and I'm
wow.
here. Of course, everything's affirmations, all my passwords. Little hack for you all. So sovereignty and freedom for me, I've looked for freedom externally of making lots of money, getting lots of followers, friends, the external success and freedom and money and all the things. And along my journey, what I learned is freedom within is priceless. Like to be with our emotions that come up and not die and allow them to be there, to breathe, to feel, to trust ourselves. For me, that's inner freedom. I can handle anything that comes my way if I can be with the emotional resilience and being with my nervous system response instead of reacting and going down, a stress response. So really the freedom within, and also to listen to myself, trust myself, and not be influenced by external forces like the government. Sovereignty came up for us during the Great Awakening, i.e., COVID. And what happened is I'm a naturopath. I believe that my body can heal itself. My immune system is the best vehicle to help myself. I take herbs, supplements all the time to nourish myself, but also part of that is being with our emotions, full expression, nature, all these things that allows my body to be sovereign, right? To not take on other people's rules and standards. I choose to have my highest standards, and this business vehicle that we have allowed myself to continue to earn money, and also our whole team and our whole community to thrive during this time. We had a solution to help others that didn't want to take the jab, didn't want to comply to the government. They wanted to keep their body sovereign. And so we had a way for them to thrive financially and improve their health because of our business model, because of our community. And that again makes me even more passionate.
Mm,
We are a lighthouse for
mm,
others.
yeah,
So, yeah, I'm all for
definitely. And I
freedom
think,
in areas.
yeah, and also the fear that a lot of people connect with their work, like if they can lose their job, they can lose something. Like here we have something that doesn't go away. Like this is it's like in that way, it's really a sovereign business model that you're in charge and you choose, how much energy and time you put into it. But like you said, this kind of financial
Foundation.
livelihood, like the foundation, is so important. Like also to be resilient against government or people trying to push you
Yeah,
in different directions, because it's a great fear of losing your livelihood that kept people doing things that were against their values, I believe. So
yeah.
yeah, there's so many aspects to this, and yeah, I'm so grateful to hear you out, and I'm so trusting that we'll really receive all of this and we'll be able to achieve so much through what we're doing, and also through this beautiful community where we met, and I'm so grateful for that. And I think the more people also in the wider community, even though everyone has their unique vision and their unique way
Mhm.
of doing the business, I think it's so important to, like, instead of comparing, and of course it's a healthy comparison also that kind of triggers you to,
Yeah,
like, yeah, I want to do this too, but to really find that inspiration in others, like, okay, yeah, if they can do it, I can definitely do it too. Like I will figure my way out to do the same. So I think it's super important to that we keep inspiring each other and that we keep expressing ourselves and we keep, you know, sharing our own visions and our own
Mm.
truths out there, which is one big part of this podcast as well, just to lift voices like yours up and as many people as possible.
Amen. Amen. I'm so
Yay.
grateful for our collaboration, our connection. My favorite part about the business is the community, the best friends with shared values, which are championing each other on,
Mm,
celebrating each other, because that's how we can receive more,
yeah,
having that
definitely.
healthy reciprocity.
Yeah.
And
And
yeah,
also
I'm really
being ourselves,
excited
like
for what's
we
ahead.
laugh together, we cry together, like it's vulnerable. You know, you come
Mm,
to these vulnerable points where like, no, even though you come so far, it's like, oh no, I can't do this, like what's happening?
yeah,
Like
and it's
everyone will come there at one point and then you're just like, boom, another like complete expansion that you didn't kind of see coming at all, and then your jaw drops and it's like, wow, my God,
mm,
I have the best business ever. So it is this like kind of roller coaster ride, I feel.
mm,
But it's also when you come to those like points where you just like, oh, I'm not good enough and this and that, like
mm,
you come to a deeper level within you of like resilience and clarity, at least for me. Like when I've been sick
totally.
the last couple of months and I'm like, oh no, like I'm losing it all. I'm not having the same results, even though I have this beautiful like basic income coming in anyway. You get kind of used to higher levels of income
Yeah,
after a while.
totally. Totally.
But then I remember like, wow, I built this up, you know, it's there. Like I can just pick it up, like where I'm doing now, like coming back and it all just starts to bloom again. And this
Mm,
great, great thankfulness for what you built up there. But
yes,
anyway,
amen.
Karolyn, any last words? Anything else you'd like to end with?
Yes, beautiful men, women, wherever you're tuning in from all over the globe, just know that you have everything within you now to thrive and live your vision. You just get to decide today to trust yourself that you've got this, invest in yourselves, be resourceful, creative, make it happen to get started in our incredible online business if it's in alignment with you and your values, and get clear on your vision and create it. Take one step after the other every day, leaning into those edges, getting out of your comfort zone, choosing courage, choosing resilience, and you will inspire all those around you. That's how you become magnetic, by living it, by being in action and being the embodiment of what's possible for others. And yeah, I believe in you. You've got this. And also, uh, yeah, give yourself a hug and really cheer you on. This journey of entrepreneurship might not be easy for some people. It hasn't been easy for me, but yeah, the somatics and breath work and self-soothing co-regulation practices has really allowed me to create that safety within, and I wish that for you too. So really look after your nervous system, because your body, your health is the most important vehicle for you. So,
Hmm.
yeah, I'm excited to
Oh.
cheer you on and see you thriving and welcome you to our community and see you blossoming. And thank you so much, Maneka, for this beautiful experience to express my truth and to yeah, share my vision with more people and my journey, because there's always ups and downs, but everything's happening for our highest evolution. I trust that, and I'm excited for what's ahead because we're the author of our story.
Oh, that's so, so beautifully said, Caroline. Then thank you so, so much. You gave so much value. It was so, so important to hear your
Mm.
journey and what you've found on the way. And I really look forward to see what's going to happen, you know, in the next years.
Yes, me too. Cheering you on too.
Yeah, yeah, the same. So thank you so much for today.
Big love.
Okay.